What's going on? How are you? That's good. I just wanted to welcome everyone. Some of you might be new, some of you might be old, but, I don't know who's out there. As soon as I know, that's how I'll know. I'm just going to wait for a few more people to show up and get this thing going. Now, I know how finicky some of these computers can be. I mean, you're lucky. My audio's spotty. Is it just because the headphones keep moving? I don't see any problems with mine. Let me see. I can check. Sorry about that. That's actually a pretty good idea. I might actually do that. For any of you who, watch Game of Thrones as well as The Walking Dead, I do a little finger impression. That's right. Rick Grimes does a little finger impression. I bet you didn't even think that show existed on this world, but it does. Keo, thank you. Devin, thank you. Charity, you're the best. William, I appreciate that. When more people show up, I'll probably get more into it. But this is exciting. I mean, this is what you want. You want to hit these levels. Keep getting bigger. Keep gaining numbers. Be stronger as a community. Well, I think I've given enough people some time. If you're seeing this late, you're not watching it live, that's okay. Like this video, subscribe. Because everybody, what do I always say? Those who subscribe survive. Become one of us. We are the Walking David. Now, I did want to thank. Shut up. It's my dog. He's trying to make it his live stream. But it's not. Anyways, I want to thank all of you who supported my channel. Some of the more recent ones who, my apologies. Some of the more recent people who have subscribed, liked my videos, and shared them. I'd like to give a shout out to a few Facebook pages. People have been, very kind to me. The Walking Dead geeks, first and foremost. The Walking Dead Consumed. The Walking Dead Fandom Universe. The Walking Dead Lives. That's another one. You could say The Walking Dead Lives. But, hey Brenda, good to see you. Yeah, I shouted you guys out. Least you can do is subscribe now if you're watching this and you're a Walking Dead geek. on you, don't you think? I'm pretty sure my hair wants you to subscribe. Sorry, sometimes I even amuse myself. Let's see what's going on. Alright, wait for a few people. I know that Shauna wanted some acknowledgement. That's okay. I love you too. And Tracy, good morning. Good to see you. I'm sure you're already subscribed. I appreciate that. But just because you're subscribed, you probably have a friend who watches the show who isn't. Like I said, all of these groups, they got thousands of people. I don't see why we can't get up to 1,000. Seems like we're growing a little bit every day. Technically, the number now is 505 subscribers. So it is going up. You just gotta keep it up. Periodically, I might have to wet my hair. It's just because I get really hot in this coat because I wear it all the time. I hope so, Charity. I really do. I hope these people take after your name and give me some charity. I'm not asking for money. Just subscribe. That's awesome, Deb. Thank you. I hope a lot of people come and join this. So far, we got 12 people watching right now. That's pretty good, but we can do better. We've got to get the numbers. We can easily get 20 people watching at the same time. Hell, there's 500 subscribers. Why not get 100 people watching? That seems fair enough, right? 1 out of every 5 people. Come on. Even if you're working, just put it on mute. I won't judge you. I know that people always expect my Python to make an appearance. And so, of course, I could not let you down. Right there. Julia Eastman. People keep telling me to shout you out, so I'm doing it. Kyle's fucking chickens. Good, I already made him a moderator somehow. That's good. I think it's because I did that one of the other things. Oh, you're all way too kind. I appreciate all that. I do. Someone just mentioned me on Twitter. That's cool. Don't worry, you guys. It ain't loaded right now. See? So don't be worried. If I accidentally point it at myself, nothing's gonna go off. See this shit? I pulled that trigger like 8 times, and there would only be 6 bullets. So unless if I'm just the unluckiest fuck in the world, I think we're good. So, anyways, enough of this. Let's start talking to me. Because Rick's only going to be here for some of the portion. And then we're going to get into a Q&A. David's going to walk in here. He's going to come right through that gate. He's going to talk to all of you. Tammy, good morning. I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you all made it. That's impressive. Got 15 people watching now. That's good. I'm expecting 15 thumbs ups. Now I know you might be saying like, Rick, you gotta earn it. What do you think I've been doing? Let me ask you something. How many walkers have you even had to deal with since last week? None? Maybe one or two. That's because of me. I kept you safe. The only reason the Sabres haven't come knocked at your door is that you're too busy talking to me. Think about it. I did say a shout out to Shauna earlier, but I'll do it again. Shauna Hall, you and your father. Good morning. Welcome to the Walking David. Leia, that's great. I'm just glad to see some of you. Julia, there you go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with fire. Anytime you come to the chat, better announce yourself. I don't want to have to do that. Some people saying that they're having difficulty getting their comments up. There's a live chat. If you're not familiar with how a live stream works, go ahead. It says right here. Go ahead and leave a comment and hit send. It should pop up. I should see it. It takes about 10 seconds. It pops up. So if that doesn't work, I really don't have much of a solution to it. That's okay. I know that you're out there. I'll give a shout out to Cindy Oz. Thank you for messaging me. I got people texting me right now. I told them all to use the walkies. They don't listen. Not all the time anyway. What is this? Somebody sent me a photo. What? Of me doing a live stream. Well, guess what? Hayden, Jade, in London right now. How are you? Good. I'm sure it's a little bit later there. If it's 10:30 my time, it must mean that it's like 4, 5, something like that. Well, Brenda, things are they're a little rough right now, but we'll get through it. We have to. So, if you all have any questions that you want me to comment on, just let me know. I'll talk about it. Once again, I want to thank everybody who's watching right now. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. Give this video a thumbs up. You can do it right now. But also, I just want to thank you guys for supporting me. I couldn't do this without you. There's no point doing it without you. You're our family too. You're our family too. Just testing it. Not very good. My left hand. It's just not used to firing like I want with it. It's easier if I don't have to, click the chamber back. Morgan's gonna be stopping in probably in a little bit. But he and I are gonna have to trade places. Oddly enough, Morgan and I kind of look the same. I wonder why that is. I'm sure you do too. Okay. All right, let me see here. Sorry, thought I saw one of Negan's people pulling up outside. That would be good. I'm not expecting them yet. Some people think that Negan's gonna, show up earlier than expected. I don't know why that is. That's weird. They dropped down quite a few people. Maybe everybody been walking around at work. Bosses all walk by at the same time. I don't know. It just seemed kind of odd. Well, I hope you all will actually stick around, because in the next few minutes, Rick is going to take a little bit of a break. Morgan and David, they're going to step in. Then I'll be back towards the end of the thing. Brenda, I could not agree more with that statement. He does need to die. Morgan, he's just in the restroom. I'll go and get him here in a second. Seems like a lot of people want to talk to Morgan. Need to get inside of his head. If you get any good information, please tell me. He's not much of a conversationalist. Pardon me. Brenda, I want you all to be safe. That's what I want. Okay. Just to make sure, I'm going to ask before it happens. Does everyone want me to go and get Morgan for a second? Johnny, have you seen any cats in the neighborhood? What are you getting at, Johnny? Is that some kind of savior reference that I don't know about? Or are you talking about something else? Okay, so it seems like people really want to talk to Morgan for a second. Like I said, Morgan and I look awfully alike. Just gotta ignore it. I'm gonna get David in a little bit. Morgan's just gonna stop in for a minute, answer a few questions, and then I'll get David. on, you guys. I'm gonna go get him. I'm taking this. I'm taking this. Just 1 second, okay? I gotta go get him. It's just gonna give me like 20 seconds. Just wait a second, okay? What do you want, Rick? They wanted to talk to you. Get your ass out there. Go and talk to them. I'm gonna do it for you. What? What is this? What is this? What do you people want? Huh? What? Julia. Did you take one of my candy bars? You or Michonne did. One of you took my candy bars. The last protein bar, that was mine. I don't even like using my staff anymore. Because whole life is precious. And when I hit things with a staff, human or dead, they die. So what did you all want to know? Rick just brought me from the bathroom to talk to some of you people. Now what do you all want to know? What do you mean, what do I think about Carol? Shauna. There you are, Rick was just talking about you. Saying you're having problems with your computer. Is it dead? It will be. All the good ones die. But my computer, the weaker computer, it has inherited the earth. You're damn right you're triggered. It's a good YouTube name. What do I think of Carol's decision? She might be my favorite person that I've ever knocked out. But I don't think she has an interest in me. No, I don't. I think Carol's coming around. I think that's what she wants to do. I think she's going to become an integral part of the kingdom. So stay close to Alexandria. shall work from the kingdom. King Ezekiel. Meanwhile, I don't even know what that king wants with me. He's having me teach that kid. When for some reason I feel like that kid's going to be a tragic end. Or that kid's going to be the cause of my tragic end. I don't mean him directly, I mean something that he caused. I don't know, Devin. I don't like to think if they're going to hook up or not. I don't like pomegranates either. I'm lying. I love a pomegranate. He never offered me none. Why? Because I didn't show up in a wheelchair? Is that why I don't deserve one? He's all up there on his high horse next to his tiger like it ain't no thing. Let me ask you something. How can we trust King Ezekiel? How can you trust someone whose hair looks that cool and that neat when everything else has gone to shit? All life is precious. I know what you're talking about, Julia. It's okay if I laugh. Morgan laughs. And Morgan smiles. Hardly when nobody else does. Mm. Anyway, my phone just lit up like a Christmas tree. PMSL. What does that mean? I don't. Does the M stand for Morgan? Please, Morgan. Slap Lizzie. Oh. I'm sorry. You guys, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get Dave. You might be asking where he is. He's in the same bathroom. I'm gonna go get Dave. Morgan, that was great. Thank you. If you need me, I'll be practicing my stick stuff. You got it, Morgan, you crazy shit. Oh. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I know, talk about a shattered illusion. But what's going on? I'm David of The Walking David. Yeah, that's true. That's a thing. Hi, Devin and Brenda and Julia and Tammy and Shauna and people watching in general. Jade Hayden. So, 500 subscribers. Wow. Bet you never thought you'd see the day, right? But let's see. Oh God, why am I so tired? It's because I haven't had any coffee. It's true, Johnny. It did go up to 505 at some point yesterday afternoon. I'm hoping by the end of this live stream it'll be a little bit higher, maybe 510. Huh? The sound quality's bad? One sec. Is it still bad? I really hope it wasn't bad this entire time. As if it was, that's kind of on you. If there's a live chat and nobody said it was bad, let's hope it's on your end. To anybody else in the live stream right now in the chat, is it okay or is it not? It seems like it's fine on my end. I don't think it's.
it wasn't just you, then people quickly, so I don't go minutes with bad sound. How bad was it? I keep getting, yeah, Jenna, you keep saying it's okay. Brenda says sounds better. Devin said much better. Julia says it's awful, pretty much. And then Devin said it's a little glitchy. So I don't even know who's telling me. No, okay, hold on a second, you guys. Hello, hello. Anybody picking that up? Is anybody picking up what I'm saying, or is it too soft? Okay, yeah. Is it much better? Okay. Just let me know if it gets worse for some reason, because I really don't know. I really hope, you guys, that I didn't just do that for 30 minutes and nobody said anything. That is very annoying. Uh, but whatever. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of "it's fine now." Yep, I get it. Thanks, Brenda. Uh, woo. Okay, enough of "it's better now" comments. Thank you. Anyways, I just wanted to thank everybody who has subscribed so far, who has supported my videos and the content that I've made. Um, and it means a lot. I can't explain to you how awesome it is to have hit 500. Um, and I'm gonna close this little chat window just so I don't have to see it. But I really do appreciate all the support. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking and commenting and sharing my stuff. Really does mean the world. I heard some people even shared some of my stuff with people at Walker Stalker Con, which is really, really cool because I couldn't obviously go. I didn't know about it.
because I've never been to one. But I've even had a couple of people saying like, "Oh, you can stay with me if you ever want to come out to one," which is great, which I might actually do. Take somebody up on that. And I know that there's supposed to be one. I think at this time in like North Carolina or one of the Carolinas. I don't know. I'm not lying, and it's pretty obvious for those of you who know me well. That audio shit is frustrating, extremely frustrating. So if I seem like I'm pissed, it's definitely because I am. It's not because you're just hearing it. That's definitely not a fuck up on the audio. Alec, you are a fuck. That always has to make it into one of these live streams. Is my buddy Alec has to rate it and then just go like unsubscribe, you're a fucking asshole. Yeah, Alec, don't make me divulge what your job is. He's a prostitute. But it's crazy. I mean, to think that I started this YouTube channel at the Jenna. He's just my buddy. Don't worry about it. I started this YouTube channel January of this year. I think on January 1st, because it was maybe like a New Year's resolution. And at the time, I had made it basically, not even kidding, out of spite. And it was mostly, dude, guys. Here, I'll leave it in the comments so everybody knows. Yes, he's a true hero. He's the hero that we deserve, but not the one that we need right now. But unlike Batman, he's very easy to catch. But when I started at the beginning of the year, it was kind of out of spite because I had heard from one of our friends, the side email one of my friends that basically making videos was just like impossible. It was just impossible, and it took too much time and way too much effort, and I could make these videos better. And then I was like, well, then why don't you just do it? And the guy just wouldn't do it. And so I kind of made it to show that I was like, look, I can put out these reviews and stuff pretty quickly. And I started doing The Walking Dead, like going back to season 1 of The Walking Dead. Here's the problem with that. As many of you probably have seen if you've gone through my whole channel, I stopped at like season 2. Just because if you know what happens in seasons 3, 4, 5, 6, and all the way up to 7, it's fucking hard to want to talk about season 2 at all. Even just get through it. That's true, by the way, you guys. He was the first subscriber. My best friend Alec was the first subscriber. So he technically is the cause of this. And it was because of his YouTube channel that if he doesn't act nice, I won't mention. It's because of his YouTube channel that we even had this discussion about like putting out reviews. Thanks, Devin. I stopped doing the impression and now people are leaving. Or they have work. Fair enough if they do. But I made it out of spite. I stopped doing the reviews because here's the thing. Everybody does reviews. Everybody and their brother does reviews. And it just got old hat to me. And I didn't catch it at the right time. I didn't start watching the show until like a year and a half ago. And I just binged watched it, caught all the way up and became a diehard fan of it. And that's like a year ago is when I started. It's when I bought the Rick Grimes coat and started to do kind of the cosplay impression of him. And I don't know. It sort of just kind of took off from there. When I started making what well, I'll say when I started doing the impression of Rick Grimes, that started to get a little bit of traction on my channel and got a couple hundred views when I did it. And so, uh, wow, he did admit that. That's interesting. I like. So yeah, same as me, Julia. Exact same as me. Um, fuck, I lost my train of thought. Started doing the impression that got some traction. I then also started doing Game of Thrones impressions of like Littlefinger and stuff like that, and people really liked that. I made this one video, a really short one, I think it was like a minute long, called Littlefinger Calls a Pizza Place. And you know, for a small channel like mine, if you get 500 plus views on a video, I mean that's an accomplishment. Um, and at the time, I only had like 100 subscribers or something, and so to get 500 views on something was pretty cool. And um, it's though more. I like doing the impressions stuff. I like making these kind of fan videos. You know, I made a video called Rick Grimes hyphen Till I Collapse, and that was it was made to show how awesome I think Rick Grimes is, obviously. But it was made to Eminem's song "Till I Collapse," and I think it's badass. I thought I did a really good job on it, and just recently, just because of the traction that some of my other videos have had, that video is now past 1,000 views, and that's really cool. Anytime a video gets past 1,000 views, I feel like I've accomplished something with as small of a channel as I have. But it's yeah, I don't know. I just enjoy it more. Everybody does reviews, but not as many people I feel do fan stuff and impression videos and make more unique content or put their own spin and unique spin on it. Because everybody who does reviews is basically doing a watered down version of some person who originally started doing reviews like that. And that's just not what I wanted to do. Hold on a second. Give me this beanie. Yeah, well, I mean, and I owe Cindy, you know, quite a bit. I don't even, uh, you know, goes by Cindy Dixon on the Walking Geeks, the Walking Dead Geeks. Sorry, you need to see that song. What song? Mojo Jojo. Isn't that from like Dexter's Lab or something like that? There we go. That feels better. I just got this. I like it. Oh man, people just message me weird shit at weird times. Like that's a thing, you know what? Apropos of whatever I'm talking about, it's weird to if I send you a text to then respond days later about something irrelevant to what I had messaged you about. Thanks, I appreciate that. I don't even know. I might know who you are, but if you're new, Mojo Jojo, thank you. It's very nice of you to say. Um, my head is cold because I wet my hair to do the Rick thing. The Powerpuff Girls, that's right. Whoa, Jojo. But I don't know. Like I said, I've said it a couple of times when I lost my train of thought and I came back to it. I just enjoy doing what I do more because I'm doing something that's more me. Reviews are not me. I'm an actor, comedian, and an impressionist, uh, and an amateur filmmaker or an aspiring filmmaker. And so when I get to put a more filmmaking and acting spin on whatever my videos are, I feel better about it. I don't uh, feel as good when I'm just doing reviews and I'm staring at the camera going, here's something that you saw 5 years ago and I just saw a year ago. You know, like it just didn't. It would have been fine if I had done it back when I was seeing it week to week, but with the knowledge I have now, looking back on it, it's like, come on, my teeth look really white. All right. Game of Thrones. We smashed 4 seasons in 2 weeks. We did. My friend Alec was responsible for me getting into Game of Thrones too. Hold on really quick. Patty says, no one will ever top your little finger ordering a pizza, David. Thanks. Johnny says, keep up the good work, David. I'm going to hop off here. Thanks, Johnny. I really appreciate it. Seriously, guys, the love and support means the world. There's no point in doing this stuff unless if it's to entertain you guys. Because I can entertain myself, as you can plainly see. I think I spent 10 minutes trying not to laugh in this stream alone. And nobody caused it. It was just me in my own head. See, I just got messaged by random people. It's fucking weird. Hey, man, did you know tacos taste taco-y? Or, like shit, I don't know, weird shit like that. Oh, Patty, was that a pun or a play on words? If so, it went over my head. Not that they usually do. But for all of you, obviously, who are watching still, give this video a thumbs up. Please share it with people. Even if they didn't get to see it live, that's okay. It's mostly just trying to up the views for this particular video just because it's my 500 subscriber celebration. And I appreciate everybody who stops by, watches it live, or is watching it now. If you're watching it in the future, hi, I'm past David Grayson, and thanks for watching this video. That was nice of you whenever you did that. There we go. Now we're just going to cut that out and we're going to put that on loop. So that'll be the next Vine. Just me staring blankly into the middle distance. You're very funny and entertaining. Thank you, Mojo Jojo. Tammy, right back at you. Shauna, woo! Julia, you're sweet. Jenna, you do impressions too. What impressions do you do, Jenna? Thank you. By the way, for people who don't realize that this chat is up, I know some people post the chat. I might do that. Maybe I should. Let's see. Well, once it's over, I'll see if I can post the chat in a link. I've seen people do it. I know that on Phil the Issues guy, Katie Crow always posts the chats, and people like reading those, I guess. So I can post that. So let's see here. Shauna, thank you for the heart. Right back at you. Oh no, that's like a Justin Bieber thing. I should put it over here. One less lonely girl. One less lonely girl. One less lonely girl. Well, good. I'm glad, Tammy. Thank you. It's really cool, you guys. I honestly, I hope that this channel grows. I mean, it's not, the reason it doesn't have way more is because, I mean, I've been extremely busy this past month and a half or so with short films. I've probably been on 4 or 5 film sets, and I'm trying to deal with different directors and different producers and scheduling conflicts and stuff. And it's hard to sit down for 6 hours and just crank something out. And you also have to be in the right headspace. Anybody who makes videos of any kind, you just, you got to be in the right headspace even to make a Snapchat video, and the thing is that a lot of my videos, I'm on camera and I'm the one filming it myself. Like the Rick Grimes, the Rick's Goal video that I just put out. It's the latest Rick Grimes video that I did, where I'm all bloody and I look like him in the season 7 premiere. I mean, that's just me. It's me setting up a camera and having to look and get it in focus myself, get an audio thing ready, film it, go through, edit the effects on it, you know, render it out and upload it. And to do all that shit by myself every single time can be very exhausting. My buddy Alec, who's been in the chat, who everybody seems to be like, who the fuck is this guy? How do you think I feel? People say that about my best friend. Who the fuck is this dude? And I go, don't worry so much. And that's cool. You do a Harley Quinn impression. Guys, it's what we do. I don't know. I'm not Harley Quinn, and I don't look like Harley Quinn. But I could, fellas. But my buddy Alec, there's one, I made a Rick Grimes video where it said like snubbed at the Emmys. I made another one where it was those who subscribe survive, where I kind of coined that phrase, and now several YouTube channels are using it, which kind of sucks because they all have way more subscribers than I do. Like Kyle's Fucking Chickens, he adopted it as well, and he openly was just like, I'm gonna use that, and I go, sure, go for it. And he has like 2,600 or 2,700 subscribers, and look at me with my measly little. I will say this is also kind of neat. Although I also hit 500 subscribers, my total views for this channel is something like 30,000 views, which is pretty cool. I mean, one of my videos, better as Rick, I don't know. One of my videos did pretty well. I mean, it got like 7,000 views. Now, granted, I did a total clickbait kind of title to it, where it's like Rick Grimes season 7 audio leaked. But here's the thing, it's actually kind of close. A couple of my Rick Grimes impression videos where I just kind of improvised something as the character Rick Grimes ended up being pretty damn close. Like, for instance, I had one where I was like, I was leaning in and I'm like kind of hidden on this corner of the camera because I didn't have my facial hair really, so I didn't have, I couldn't sell the look very much except for the wet hair in the front. But I just go like, I can't be the leader anymore, you know, and I'm not the leader anymore. Negan is. That's it. And then sure enough, they have a sneak peek of the season where Rick has a clip where he's in the church talking to everybody, and he just goes, let me explain this to you people as clearly as I can. I'm not the leader anymore. Negan is. And I'm like, I fucking damn near called that. Right? I wish I did impressions. I do a great impression of myself. No, it was not a play on words. It was a genuine compliment. No, I know that it was a compliment. Someone said, that's a great one, Patty. And I was like, that seems like something they would say if it was like a hidden joke. But I took it as a compliment, so don't worry. No worries there. I will take all the compliments in the world, as many of you know. Because I am a narcissist. What? But that was interesting. That came out of me. Let's change the mood lighting. Let's get a little bit more mood. Hi. Welcome to The Walking David. Yeah. Thank you. I really do like, for me, getting into Rick's, that's something I should talk about maybe. Thank you, Mojo Jojo, for initiating this. I'll springboard off what you said. Getting into Rick's headspace is pretty interesting. For some weird reason, I just related to Rick in many ways. When I watched the show, the way he carried himself, the way I wanted to be seen, you know, to where you're kind, you're quick at making decisions, but you're also someone who should be feared, like someone who could handle himself, and that's what there's always. I feel like that's the best part about The Walking Dead is there's usually characters that everybody can kind of latch onto, where people go like, "Oh, I'm a very caring person. I'm very much like a Maggie," or I'm someone who never thinks about myself. I'm very selfless. They wouldn't say that, so someone would be talking about them if they were actually selfless. They go, "He's really selfless. He's like Glenn." Both my parents, I got them to start watching it about 3 months ago, and I was so determined to get them caught up that they binged watched like 3 seasons in about 2 weeks. And they're both like 66-year-old doctors, and now they are completely caught up. They have um, I'll do that just one second, Kyle. It's my buddy Kyle, and it's my good friend Kyle. Hey Kyle, check this out. That's for you, man. Somebody called the police. Gotcha, fucker. Anyways, but he wants me to do something in a second, Sean. Oh fuck, what was I just talking about? Oh yeah, getting inside of his headspace. But that's how I wanted to be seen, and that's who I kind of related to, and so I really just wanted to get an impression of him down. Like when I started relating to him more, and he did things more the way that I would like to think I would handle a situation, I was like, God, I want to get that impression down. And when I see I'm a very observant person, and I try to study mannerisms a lot. I think the key to nailing a good impression is to get the mannerisms down. Everyone always talks about the head tilt, but I was even talking to my parents about why I think the head tilt is such a prevalent thing in the show. And I think it's honestly something that initially was just a tick, like a tell of Andrew Lincoln trying to do a Southern accent. Because when he talks like this, and he says, Carl in the apocalypse. He's a growing boy and he's a young man. But when you say Carl and you try to do a Southern accent, it comes out Carl because you're forcing it out. And it's like when anytime he had to force something out, he would always just go like, Carl, bet you got more food than you got choices. He's probably trying to go like, he's probably trying to avoid going, bet you got more food than you have choices. Which sounds kind of British, and he just goes, bet you got more food than you've got choices. Buy so much as get a whiff of your scent. I'll kill you. So that's why. So when honestly, my impression got 10 times better the moment I found out that he was British, and I practiced doing his British accent, and then I practiced doing Rick Grimes' impression. And so that's just something that I noticed. And I mean, the same thing happens with like Christopher Walken, like these little eccentricities that they do and the way they carry themselves. I mean, that's just how you nail any impression down. But that's what I think about kind of when I do Rick, is I'm thinking, how would a British person say all these things? All right, and Kyle wants me to do this. Kind of a Negan, I guess. Yeah, sure. Simon, what do you have? A knife? He had a hatchet. That's for you, Kyle. If he's even still watching at this point, probably isn't. He's probably just working. Well, maybe not. Alex certainly isn't. Alec, I'm coming over to your house later. And don't tell me otherwise, Alec. Don't tell me otherwise. Because if you do, still doing it. Okay. Bye, Jenna. Abruptly. Goodbye. Take care of yourself. Carl. Carl. Uh, I agree that somebody was saying that I should do little. Okay. Sorry, Sean, your thing kind of threw me. Who had the accent? What do you mean? Well, all right. Sorry, the chat might be slightly delayed, so if I don't get it right away, that it's not on you. It's just how this shit works, you know. I try. There's like certain settings you can adjust to make it better for comment reading, and then better for streaming. And I just wanted it to stream better and not have as much buffering in between things, which is why the quality's not going to be that great. I need to just flat out get a camera from my desktop and then just do them from my desktop because I don't like really using my laptop for these things anymore. It's no, Rick had the axe. I mean, that's obvious. Rick had the axe. I just called it a hatchet. That's the only difference. That's all right. Uh, delayed is fine. That's all right. Jacob, hello. If you guys, by the way, if you had any questions for me about maybe the impressions that I do or what I think about an episode, or hell, even just the 500 subscriber thing, you just want to talk to me and ask me general questions, let's do it. Now's the time. Everybody, remember, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It means the world to me. Also, give this video a big thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Um, who's my favorite character? Definitely Rick, just because he's very dynamic. He's got a lot of layers to him. And I like seeing characters that not only evolve and adapt, but it's just, like I said, people who I relate to. You know, that's why people, I think, relate to Rick and Daryl the most, is just because they are the how we would like to imagine we would handle an apocalyptic world. Like that we would handle it with not necessarily grace, but I would say like a confidence that just the others just don't have, and a strength, a mental fortitude that the others just don't have. They can attain it, undoubtedly they can attain it. But yeah. What did I think? I'll go with Brenda's first. What did I think of episode 2? Honestly, I liked it. Aside from mostly the thing honestly that saved me was the fact that they had, you know, Ezekiel kind of come clean at the end, just be like, I was a zookeeper, man, but they see a guy with a tiger, shoot, you know. um I think King Ezekiel is a fun character. Should be really fun to see how he progresses. I think uh, my favorite part, honestly, one of my favorite sequences in The Walking Dead, honestly, that matched up with the setting and the music and everything just about it, was the Don't Think Twice, It's All Right. It's like a 2-minute section of the episode where Morgan is teaching a kid about Aikido, and about not killing and how to, you know, talking to him about the art of peace and stuff like that, and it just matched the the song matched the episode so well. I mean, if you listen to those lyrics, it's like that song is kind of like a story of Carol and Morgan. Um, we never did much talking anyway. Like, don't think twice, it's all right. Because it's about reassurance. It's like, listen, it's sort of like, I think it's sort of like you can trust me. It's a song about trust, even though these two people might disagree. It's about like putting that aside and just realizing you can trust me, regardless if you like me, you can trust me. Like my intentions are good, even if they don't match yours, they're good. You laughed at Carol, which you mean like when she said like this is make believe or this is fairyland or whatever it is. It's playtime. Yeah, that should be a picture of Carol, but it should be the picture of her like pointing the gun at Lizzie. Like when it says like just look at the flowers. But it should just be like it's playtime, and I have that underneath it. Let's see. Alec asked, "Why is Game of Thrones better than The Walking Dead?" Well, I think that Game of Thrones, arguably, I will say I think it is a better show in the sense that even for side characters, it really makes you like keep an eye on the side characters. Like side characters at any point can become major characters. But there's several characters in The Walking Dead that you just kind of don't really give a shit about. Like you want to for a second, you do, and you go, oh fuck, well they just kind of dropped that dude off. But in Game of Thrones, it's like if you saw a dude walking by in the background, they're just like, oh, did you see that dude walking in the background? He's now the main character of season 8. But it's hard for me to say honestly if it's a better show. But I'm saying that each show has elements that they do better. I think as far as visual effects and stuff, The Walking Dead is better as far as like makeup and stuff like that. I mean, because look at how they do Robert Strong in Game of Thrones with the blue zombie face and shit like that. And then The Walking Dead, they do all these walkers all the time, and every walker looks incredible. But I love both shows almost equally. When one's on and the other one's not, that's kind of great. I think that works out really nicely. They coordinate that well. The episode tonight is going to be depressing, I think. I think it's going to be, for lack of better phrasing, kind of a Walking Dead ball tap, where it's going to seem kind of like it's nothing, and then it's going to really hurt somehow. Just because, yeah, we see... All right, Alec, I'll catch you later, man. I'll see you later today. Fuck, what was I just talking about? Damn it, I'm so easily distracted. You'll come to see that. But I can't remember what I was talking about. If you can, leave it in the comments below. Yeah, okay, sorry, the episode. Yeah, Daryl getting locked up, that's bad. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen between him and Dwight. I don't know if they're going to get kind of equally hurt and embarrassed and become part of Negan's crew, and then they'll bond, and because then Daryl will take advantage of the fact that they bonded, and then he'll kill Dwight in some crazy fashion. I don't know, because the show diverts away from the comic books in several ways, and transferring it to screen, I mean, they have to make changes. Um, so it'll be interesting for sure. I think um, as far as the look of Daryl in this episode, for some weird reason, even though he's kind of in a cage, he looks like a badass. He kind of looks like a grizzled hound dog to me, which I don't think is a mistake when Negan, was like pointing the bat around at people, and he goes, "Catch the tiger," and points it at Daryl. Um, just because I think he really does see Daryl as kind of a virile uh, animal. He's just wild. Uh, Very much in the same way that uh, Jon Snow's direwolf Ghost kind of stays on the outskirts of the pack, doesn't get too involved, but is always kind of lingering. I think that that's very much how they do Daryl, is that he tries not to get too emotionally invested because he knows that it can all come to an end. But just like a really loyal dog, uh, he he can't help it. He might not be a lap dog, so to speak, but he's a loyal dog, and to see people that he loves harmed really traumatizes him and hurts him. And and I don't mean like badass. I see someone who was correcting me. I don't mean that he looks badass in the sense that he's like a tough motherfucker, but I'm saying just the look, the grittiness of him is damn impressive, and I really really like it. It looks like it's shot really well. I'll phrase it like that. This episode looks like it's going to be. Hello? Can you pick that up? Okay. Sorry, it looked like it wasn't coming through. But it looks like it's going to be really good. Yeah. See? Mojo Jojo agrees. Diane, thank you. Diane Wickham. Or Wickham. I think it's Wickham. Is that right? Or is it Wickham? Diane, thank you. I really appreciate that. It means the world. No H. So Wickham. I might have an accent, so I might be saying it wrong. You tell me. What? You gonna kick me out? I didn't think so. That's what it seemed like. It's a very good name. I actually really like that name. But yeah, well, I will leave the last portion of this for the next, I'd say, 11 minutes or so. Uh, Up to you guys. What would you like me to do? Uh, what would you like me to talk about? My insight on things, just anything you'd like. This is for you guys. So whatever you'd want, I will try my best to appease that. Their little finger impression, okay? An impression. Do you know what an impression is? It's 1,000 voices of Aegon's enemies. Sansa Stark is alive and well, living in Winterfell. Cinder Raven, I would always caution you never to trust me. Someone just sent me a message saying I do get distracted easy. Anything you want. Where do you think the show will ultimately end? I hope that Andrew Lincoln didn't already spoil that, because I feel like he kind of did. Just because he was at like Walker Stalker Con, right, at a conference, and this is completely speculative. I really don't know if the show would do this. But he goes, I would like to see, like the camera pans up and Carl is a grown man with like a 5 or 6 year old Judith. And they're walking into Alexandria and there's a statue of Rick Grimes there. But then off in the distance, you kind of just see like a herd coming straight for them, and it just ends there. And I mean, if that's how it fucking ends, I'm gonna be kind of pissed. Not to say that that's a bad ending. It's just frustrating if they give away something that they shouldn't. And oh, I have a cut on my leg. A cut on my leg. Well, people think that the stream's over just because they left. Oh, that's good. I already have a couple of dislikes on the video. I just saw a picture somebody sent me. Good stuff. I'm not bored yet. With the Carol stuff. I think they're just holding back. I really do think that this season it's going to be a little bit different because they hit you so hard in the beginning that they're going to have to space out the pain a bit. But I think that the Carol stuff is going to be interesting. She is an interesting character, just flat out. She was interesting before in the beginning, and how she has progressed and evolved. I just love seeing it. And I'm glad it seems that she's kind of dropped this whole religious, act, because it was kind of an act. I mean, she ended up, she's holding onto a cross and then she just like machine gun kills like 5 people. It's like, listen, I get that she doesn't like it, but like Morgan said, you don't like it. You don't have to kill Carol. But she's good at it. She's evolved, and she can't go back to being weak. That's not in us anymore. I don't really like what they did with her last season. I thought she did great. I think Melissa McBride is incredible. I mean, I never thought she would be as interesting as she is. Never thought that. But she is, and I commend her for it. I never thought that Carol was going to be an interesting character. Like after season 2, I was really worried about it. But almost from the moment she puts the pickaxe in Ed's head in season 1, she just starts on her path to becoming harder and tougher. I don't know where all the geeks are at. That's a good question. Shauna's here. She is great. Yeah, Carol. Sorry, Melissa McBride is what you're talking about. Melissa McBride. She's amazing. She really is. To And here's the thing: even the people that I don't like on the show, the woman who played Lori, she's a good actress in the sense that I hate her in the show like implicitly. I just like almost just looking at her, I just dislike her. I don't know if it's her as a person, but I think uh, she definitely must be a good actress to make me really hate her, like a visceral hate for Lori. I even say that in a lot of my reviews. I would say like Lori sucks always. Remember that. And I do it like 3 or 4 times. But they have some great characters on the show. The people that they choose are great. I know that the characters have evolved so much more, and you know what I would have liked to have seen, honestly. I'm both happy that this happened and unhappy that it happened. When T Dog died, I was both happy because I didn't really care about his character, and I didn't think they gave him anything good to say. I don't know if the writers knew how to write for a black dude, but it's like when Tyrese came in, I'm like, why weren't you giving T Dog any fucking lines like that? Like it was kind of annoying because I just didn't like T Dog. But it would have been cool to see T Dog get jaded because he's such a big dude. He could have been like a Tyrese kind of character where he was just like, I won't, like bashing people with fucking hammers and shit like that. It does. People, Andrew Lincoln, Norman Reedus, Melissa McBride, Lauren Cohen, uh, Stephen Yoon, they those characters, um, even the guy who played Chad Michael Coleman, who played Tyrese, he added something to those characters. Like each one of those actors brought something that I just wasn't expecting. Because at first you don't really care about Tyrese or his group. I will, but he kind of grows on you, and then you kind of understand him more. I don't know, Brenda, uh, but you really feel for it because I mean, with Tyrese, they gave us the benefit of him just verbalizing his thoughts, like I don't like going out there either. I don't like killing those things. I don't like going out there, and I dreamt about Karen, and they shaped it in a way to where it wasn't just him spoon feeding it like an aside, like a Shakespearean play, like I dreamt about Karen. Like he says it because we as the audience know that Carol was the one who did it, and he says it to the person who did it, and that just adds this layer of like, oh fuck, and you feel for Carol, but you also feel for Tyrese. Um, and He got better, and it sucks because he kind of died around the time that he was the most interesting. But I guess it's also kind of uh, the good part too. I mean, you left on a high note. Tyron Tong, you're the best. You're the best, dude. Oh yes, thank you. And Scott Wilson, who played Herschel. Now that dude, he might be the best old man on an action series ever. He he was soft spoken, pragmatic, methodical. He was seriously like an old timey grandfather. I mean, he kind of became kind of an old man Logan s character uh, as as shit went on. I mean, because he gave these empowering speeches, but he also had moments where you could see why he was still a survivor, even though he like lost a leg. Um, like when he yells at Rick, like "Get back here!" You need some time. You got some. Now you need to make a damn decision and you need to get your head right. And he's like, I'm telling you, he gunned that boy down. Like he really knew how to he was so soft spoken that when he got mad, just like a grandfather or father would be, you freak the fuck out because you're like, holy shit, I've never seen Herschel get upset before. And it scares you. You're like, holy crap, I had no idea that that was in Herschel. You know what I mean? And he's just great. Scott Wilson, amazing actor, did an amazing job. Miss Herschel to death. No pun intended. Too soon, maybe. But I don't know. He was amazing. He was amazing. Only thing I would change is better CGI on his death scene. And I say that we have Spaghetti Tuesdays every Wednesday. Now we just have to find some spaghetti. Am I right? Sorry. He wasn't that shitty. See, that's how I would be on the show. If I ever was on there. They do. All the characters do that in their own way. If they are still surviving. Like there are some characters that don't make any sense. Like Andrea. I get that a lot of people, she's like still alive in the comic books and stuff like that. But Andrea and Sasha are just kind of these characters that are like, what? Why you? Like, why do you get to keep going as long as you have, or as long as you did? It's like Andrea should have died many times, and she gets saved in the dumbest fashion. I mean, one time in the most badass fashion because she introduces us to Michonne, but that's Michonne's doing. It just showed how Michonne was a badass. Not that Andrea was awesome. It's just that she got saved in an awesome way by an awesome character. I'm also glad that Andrea's gone. I was fed up with seeing her on the show. And listen, the actress is great. That actress was in a shitty movie called The Majestic back in like 2001 with Jim Carrey. It's a terrible movie. But she's great. She as an actress is great, but damn it. I hate characters who the whole time you're just waiting for them to fuck half the cast. Because guess what? When she was done fucking half the cast, she was out of there. I mean, it really was. It's like, who's she gonna hit on this week? Is it gonna be Rick? Is it gonna be Daryl? Oh, she fucked Shane. That's interesting, I guess. Oh, she fucked the governor. That's also interesting. And she's dead. You're like, why was that a thing? Like, why did we watch that unfold? And what was her there is no reason she shouldn't have killed the governor in his sleep. No fucking reason. You can't make an argument for why there wasn't a reason. She could have easily fucking done it and just bolted. You know what you do? You stab the governor in the head, right? You run outside into the center of Woodbury and you go, help, everyone, quick, something's wrong with Philip. No! And you just scream that and everyone goes, what? And they all run over there and they're like, what is it, a walker? Is he having a seizure? And you go, I don't know, I've never seen him like this. And then you just fucking leave. Over the barricade, open the fucking gate with a string, and then just fuck right off. Grab one of the mounted guns on the top of the, where the, guards are, and then just fucking take it. No reason. It's just frustrating. Like, enough of that shit. He's asleep. I did exactly what Carol said. I banged the shit out of him, and then I'm just gonna stare out this window. Get out of here. Yeah, enough of Andrea. Sasha, still don't care. I still don't care. There's just not enough there. I don't buy it. I don't know if it's the acting. I don't know if it's just the writing. It's just not interesting to me. I don't know. She's, someone's like, I'd love to make you a sandwich. What's your favorite meal? And she's like, that's what you worry about? What? We never liked Andrea anyway. Don't think twice, it's all right. Who's tweeting at me during the live stream? I don't like her. She should die. And I wouldn't be bothered at all. That's the fucking point, man. If she had gotten bonked on the head, I would have gone, thank you, Jesus. We all should, you know what they all should have done? They should have been looking at her like they were terrified of her dying, and then he just would have killed her. That's what I would have done. Just fake him out. He's just going, I need you all to know me. And then everyone's like, no, Sasha. And then Sasha's like, wait, what? And then he just comes running over there. Ah! Just gets... Oh, jeez. You want me to say that? Okay, here we go. Oh, he didn't have a gun like this. Wait a second. You really think you're going to take this community away from us? From Daryl? Abraham? Michonne? From me? Do you have any idea who you're talking to? What did I think of Rick and Michonne hooking up last season? Good question. That's good. We have 17 thumbs ups for this. I love you, Tyron. Thanks, Mojo Jojo. Thanks, Shauna. Thank you, Brenda. You're great, Brenda. Not awkward. You're awkward. What did you think of Rick and Michonne hooking up last season? I think it's good. Didn't really build up to it, though. It was just kind of like, you want to tell me about your day? Well, honey, I had a hell of a day. The first thing that when my parents watched it, he comes and he sits on the couch, right? It's just them sitting next to each other. She's like, how are you doing? He's like, I'm all right. What about you? And my mom goes, in such an older person way, she just goes, are they cohabitating? And I just had to be quiet for like 30 seconds. And she goes, oh, well, that answers that. I hate it when people ask me questions like about what's going to happen in the next 10 seconds. It's like, just fucking watch it. That's true. I had one hell of a day. Let's fuck. That's absolutely true. Michonne, I lost an entire truck full of food. I know that could have fed us for months, maybe even a year, but I just lost it. Just let it slide back. But hey, I found Jesus. So there's that. And meanwhile, other side of the door for the last moan. Hey, you guys, I have some good news. All right, let's see this. Rick Grimes. Hey, we have Rick Grimes in the chat. See, he's texting me from the bathroom. Rick, my favorite character's you. That's undeniable. If you don't want to believe me, you don't have to. But don't you dare try to act like I don't know what I'm talking about. Understand me? Yeah. What I thought. Poor Jesse. That was stupid. Flat out stupid. Unappealing woman. See, here's the thing. You know how you make Jesse an interesting character? You guys want to know how you make Jesse an interesting character? How you make Ron and Sam an interesting character? Any idea? Any idea where I'm going with this? Make Jesse look like fucking Lori. Find a person who isn't that actress but looks exactly like her. And every time he sees her, he sees fucking Lori. Have her husband look like Shane. How hard is that? Just because then it would be like a slap in the face. Then it's like he's trying to win his own wife back. That this abusive dude, this out of control dude who shouldn't be here. I'm not saying bring Lori back, Diane. I'm saying, have someone who looks like the spitting image of Lori, like they could have been sisters. And have Pete, some dude who looks like Pete, like that guy that Rick shot in Woodbury when he had the hallucination who kind of vaguely looked like Shane. It's like, have that dude be the husband. And have Sam look like Carl. Get another kid who looks like Carl. And then it would make so much more sense. You'd feel so much worse for Rick because it would just be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to fucking make a video about that. Where I really talk about how that's what should have been done. I've decided. You heard it here first. Damn, I'm good. I should have like 600 subscribers with thoughts like that. Let's see. Sorry, I'm getting messages about. Tyron. Like, if there was ever. That's an interesting way to spell opinion. Enid is awful. Thanks, Tyron. That would be nice. It's gone up. I think I have like 508 now or something. I can't check during the live thing unless if I check my phone. But it's going up, and that's good. You're great, Mojo Jojo. And they have to, like, there's There is no reason why Enid should be alive right now unless if it's to have a woman for Carl. What would be great is another girl shows up and then Enid just catches a bullet right in the face. So here's the thing. I bet he's just gonna like. I've said this about Carl before. What I want is that kid to start growing some stubble or then put some stubble on him. And then in like a couple of seasons, like after something bad happens, he turns around and you reveal that really fucked up eye. And he looks like his dad. That's what I want. I want to see that kid get to age 20 on this show. And I want to see him have some scruff to where he's like this jaded, just, teenager. That'd be so awesome.
I'm at a low point right now, but we'll pick up the pieces together. Eventually, like you said, we'll start capping off his people. Eventually, him. Enid sucks. Yeah, she does. I would love to play Carl. I even thought about doing a. Oh, I need to stop doing the Rick thing.
Wow, totally forgot I was doing it. But I thought about doing a fan series where I was like a grown-up version of Carl. Wow, Mojo Jojo said that at the same time I did. Maybe. I think she that would be interesting if she was, and then Carl found out and he put her down himself. That's interesting. I don't know. Sorry, that like hit me like a train. I thought she was one of the wolves, like an estranged wolf who just left because she didn't want to carve a W into her head. That's what I thought. She's like, there's too many blind spots. That's how we were able to. And Carl's like, not now, Enid. Quit shouting exposition. Stop it. Stop it right now, Enid. Help me protect Judith. Sometimes you just gotta protect the baby. And other times you don't. Mojo Jojo, you're cool. You should add me on Facebook. I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Rick Grimes himself. It's like I'm looking in a mirror. Maybe because I am. I don't know exactly who you think you are, but
what's weird is the head tilt thing is something that I've done, but that's mostly just because of my Italianness. Is that if I ever got on someone's face and they like look down, I would always like go like, "Excuse me," like kind of, "Hello, I'm not done talking to you." I think Enid is just taking Sophia's place since Sophia is actually still alive in the comics. The only person who cares about Enid was Glenn and Carl. Well, and fucking Matt. Fine. People care about Enid, but they shouldn't. I don't know. The only reason Enid is alive is because they need a female teen to mindfuck Carl. That's what I was saying. It's what I was saying. Yeah, that'll be my thing. I'll be like Negan's antagonist. I'll just show up, just go. Now listen, you have to give me half of your shit. And if you don't, I'm gonna beat the holy fuck out of you with a golf club. This golf club is called You're Fucking Dead. And it is awesome. You fuck. Nobody let her out of that closet. She's, probably doing some judo thing. They'll have her do something where somehow she found a handy screwdriver and just like, slaps her way out of it. And I don't know. She's gonna be like, wait a minute, this door is unlocked. How great would that be? Like the door's just unlocked and she's just too stupid. She's just clawing at it like a walker. That's what the episode is gonna be. Whatever happened to Enid? She's just gonna be. How do I get out of here? Timo! Thank you. Love you, Timo. Timo's like one of my favorite subscribers just because she's always so supportive and she leaves like the sweetest comments. Some of the sweetest. I can't say the sweetest because a lot of people leave nice things. But some of the sweetest stuff. And she was like the first one to start leaving all the sweet stuff. That would be awesome. She starved to death and Carl caused it. I would love Carl even more. Woo. Whoa. Dude, no, my girlfriend is dead. She's a walker in there. Coral needs to find more interesting girlfriend to help make him more interesting. Tyra. She'll use her mindfuck skills to fuck the door open. I think there's a chair blocking the door. If there's a chair blocking the door, seriously, guys, if you press against it like 5 times, it comes loose. That shit works in Batman if you have a steel chair. If you have a wood chair, that shit'll just fucking warp and bend and break. I'm surprised we've actually kept a pretty decent number of people watching live, kind of coming in and out. Who posted in this group? Who posted what? Yeah. Yeah, Batman. Yeah, reference that. How long have we been going for? Oh, almost 2 hours. Wow. Wow, you're getting some high quality David in this. Ever say something and like immediately regret it? Happened to me. Yeah, you can add me on Facebook. If you go to the Walking Dead Geeks fan page or group on Facebook, most of you are either members of that, and if you're not, you probably should be. It's pretty great people, really supportive of all Walking Dead related things, of theories and stuff. Just don't post spoilers in there. It's you can just find me there because you just go to the videos and you'll see my full name and everything, and just the videos that I've made on there, and you can just add me that way. And if it doesn't let you add me for some reason, just send me a message and I will accept it, and then I will add you that way. We've all had the X's that we've had to prevent people from just adding, so there's that. I'm that interesting. No, I'm fucking not. You got it. Who's my top favorite two? I would have to say Rick, and Carol. Those are my favorite two. Top five, if I were to springboard off of your thing, I'd say Rick, Carol, Carl, Rick, Carol, Carl, Abraham, Sasha. Just kidding, not Sasha. Who else? I'll get back to you. All right.
What do you think Rick is going to be like this season? You think he's just faking submission to gain Negan's trust and take him out? I think that I'm just doing whatever it takes to survive. But if I see a window, an opportunity to take that guy out, I won't even hesitate. I don't know. I know that people said, like, in the comics, like, I think like Carl and Negan semi bond or whatever, but it's only because of how Negan just like, you should take your patch off or something, but something along those lines. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to do that with the show. The show keeps throwing a curveball or slight curveballs. I did love that Robert Kirkman said in The Talking Dead, the only time I ever watched it after the premiere, and he said that he's not ruling out the losing the arm thing for Rick or Carl, which that's worth a fucking to watch the season. So all these people who just go, I'm never watching this shit again. You're idiots. If you've been watching this show from the beginning, and even if you didn't watch it 5 years ago and you just caught up, if you are 7 seasons into a show, shut the fuck up. You are so gonna watch that. Idiots. If it was a bad season, do you think it would have already gotten picked up for season 8 before season 7 even premiered? No. Sorry. If they thought it was going to be bad, they wouldn't have done that. It depends how invested I am based on what you're talking about. Because when it comes to these characters making it, like Rick, I would be devastated if something happened to Rick. I really would. Daryl, I would be very depressed. Honestly, Carol, I would be extremely depressed just because of how far she's come. Hold on really quick. I'm trying to get all these questions. Do you like Negan? And what do you think of the actor Jeffrey Dean Morgan? Jeffrey Dean Morgan's amazing. Amazing in The Watchmen as the comedian. I know he's in like the Good Girl TV show where he plays a really nice guy and everyone's like, he's so handsome. I will say, I wish he had been the size he was in The Watchmen in this show because he was massive, built like a fucking brick shithouse in The Watchmen. And in the show, he is like skinny Negan. He's like Versace Negan. Hashtag Versace Negan. I like Carl, Maggie, Rick, Daryl, Michonne. Michonne, there you go. That's pretty much mine, except I would exchange Maggie with Carol. Yeah. That's not, yeah. Well, the thing is, I mean, he's lean. I honestly hope that we do actually see him without a shirt on, just so that we can see that he's got some muscle under there. That's honestly what I hope. And I also hope he has like crazy scars too, just because then we could have an interesting story. Characters with scars are extremely interesting to me. They're just naturally interesting because scars cause curiosity and they cause a mysteriousness as to like what happened. And he's I don't know. I hope we see that. Rick all the way, straight savage. Yeah.
and he absolutely is. Andrew Lincoln. The fact that they talked about the other dude who they were going to cast in it, it's like if he had been cast in that show, I wouldn't have watched it. I don't like the other actor that they were going to pick. He's going. I think he's going to. I think he's going to shave the beard off, like in an episode or two. Because in all the interviews, he has no beard, and I doubt he's just growing that out for the thing. Because he even looks at Abraham right before he bonks him on the head, and he goes, when Abraham like stands up like that, and you see his big Fu Manchu thing or handlebar, Negan just goes, "Huh? I need to shave this shit." He's been fucked up by Lucille or something like that. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. I know that we're supposed to. I think tonight we're supposed to get more of an idea of a backstory for Negan, and I like that phrasing. Scars are an intro to a deeper understanding. That sounds like a good name for a book.
I think so too, Rick. I hope so.
I do. Well, is that picking me up? Okay. But yep, 2 hours. Good call, Shauna Hall. Shiva. Jerry. You are a very good steward, but your humor leaves me pitch-kettled. Sorry, I just thought that was funny. Thanks, Tyron. What did I think of Shiva? So far it's all right. It's kind of a meh. Need to see it in action. Do you think the show will try to get us to like Negan? To some degree. I think it's going to sort of be like he's going to be the Kristoff, the Colonel Hans Landa from Inglorious Bastards, the Christoph Waltz character from Inglorious Bastards, kind of character, where he, like as he described in interviews, he doesn't see him as being an evil guy, and he still thinks that this group has gotten off easy. And why does he think that? Now, granted, if it were Rick, roles are reversed, and 50 of the Alexandrians were killed, including many people that like he was close to, he might go ape shit. So I think Dwight, the reason that we're seeing him trying to even talk to Daryl is because of that. Because they're kind of the same person, except Dwight has just made different choices. He's been around different people, and you're shaped by the environment that you're in. So we all adapt differently. Carol could have been one of the most vicious saviors out there, doling out punishment like nobody's business, but luckily she was an Alexandrian. Morgan could be, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, no, I'm not saying Jeffrey Dean Morgan, I'm saying Morgan and Negan, they both use a stick or a bat to kill things. And it's like Morgan's doing it for the side of good, Negan's doing it kind of for the side of good on his perspective, but mostly to dole out punishment and for evildoers in his eyes, people who have broken his code. And Morgan has a code, and they're just kind of Negan and Morgan on like the opposite sides of the spectrum. You got left wing versus right wing. Trying to think. I think I'll do this for 10 more minutes. That'd be 2 hours and 15 minutes. I think that's pretty solid. Yeah, he did. I mean, you can't deny. That's the whole point. Is that this season they were even saying, the showrunners were saying that Rick's leadership will come into question. And even if you think back to season 6, that one girl who almost cut Maggie's stomach when she got in a fight, the one with her and Carol, I think it was the second to last episode. It was season 6, episode 15, with Carol and Maggie, on the kill floor and everything. That one girl looks at Maggie and goes, "You're not the good guys. You need to know that." And maybe they're not. That would be interesting, that we've been rooting for the bad guys this whole time. But they're good in our head because they're justified in our head. But when we find out maybe some of the mistakes that they made, maybe we'll disagree. Who knows? Serendipity is definitely a real factor in the show. Yeah. Serendipitous. Serendipitous. That will later be played on a loop if I ever get any kind of fame.
I like that too. When I turned around and I just went, "What?" He tried to kill my friends and me.
I like what Ethan did, yeah. Alrighty. We're getting there. Closing time. Thank you for subscribing, and I hope you come again. And would you like another Rick Grimes video and perhaps a Denver omelet? I like how it's almost everything they say has a meaning, even if it's not important.
What?
That's supposed to be like a thing, I think, in the comic books, is that he starts saying "what" like all the time. Like when he does something really fucked up, he just kind of goes like, "What? Just bit a dude's neck. What? You never bit a neck before? Nobody in here bit a neck before? Well, don't knock it till you try it. You know? Know what I mean? Right, Morgan? That's right, Rick. This is why I'm alone. I appreciate that, Rick Grimes.
You're a natural. Complimenter. What? Do you have any idea who you're talking?
That came out like Matthew McConaughey.
Seriously, like, do you have any idea who you're talking to?
Congratulations, Diane says, "Congratulations, David, on reaching 500 subscribers. Enjoyed your live podcast. Hope you do some more." I absolutely will, especially with the gaining number of people. The more people, the more content. That actually is just the way it is. I mean, if there's a demand for it, they get more. If there's not, then they don't. That's just kind of how it goes. Because, like, if nobody wants it, then what's the point of putting in all the effort? Now, you could say, well, if you make it, then people would watch it. That's not always the case. I've had plenty of videos that I put a lot of time into that nobody fucking even cared. Appreciate it, man. If you sucked, I'd tell you. I'd tell you you'd suck. That's it's like that scene when Rick's like, I'd like to make a proposal, and they just go, "Where are your people?" And there's like that walker in the background. They go, and they shoot it, and he goes,
They're close.
Thanks, Tyron. Mojo Jojo demands more. Thanks. My teeth are white when I'm next to the light. Put that on a fucking t-shirt. I demand 5%. Found out about you through Phil the Issues guy. I thought you were so funny, had to check out your channel. I appreciate it. Thank you. I know that I stopped in for like 2 minutes and Phil's thing, and he is not liking this season so far. But I don't know. He's more of a Game of Thrones fan. I like both, like I said, pretty damn equally. Of course, I brush my teeth. Right? Come here, Globe. Three more minutes and then I'm free. I have a handcuff around my ankle attached to this chair. Now, I know that you're saying, well, David, why don't you just lift the chair leg up and, free yourself? You helped lighten up the Walking Dead preview with Phil. I think you should be on with him. I'm going to be, actually. If not tonight, then next week. That's what we had talked about. Such a geek. A Walking Dead geek. Yes. Encourage people to subscribe to my channel, by the way, even if I'm not there. If you're in Phil the Issues guys live chat, rate it with Walking David compliments. he'll tell you guys to shut the fuck up if you do, but do it a little bit because he'll let some of it slide.
I'll try to do more Rick stuff. Thanks.
I'm not in the mood, Tyron. I have been fighting every single day since I left home. Thank you. You guys, I really do appreciate you all coming in and making this an awesome live stream and congratulating me and joining me in my 500 subscriber achievement. And like I said, I hope to do more of these things. When Game of Thrones starts getting a little bit closer, I'm going to end up doing more like impressions of like Littlefinger or Pycelle or Jon Snow. My hair is getting longer, so I might be able to do the Jon Snow thing pretty well in a little bit because I do have the froey hair, and I'll just dye it black and then I'll do it. But I'm going to wrap this up for now. If you haven't yet, like I've said, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Walking David, right here. The next milestone is 1,000. Okay, so I'll probably make another one of these. Maybe if we hit 750, and then ideally 1,000. If we hit 1,000, I will shit my pants. So, thank you all once again for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And remember,
those who subscribe survive. Thank you.
Take care, everybody. I love you all. This is a good show. I like this kid's show because he says The Walking David, and it's like a play on words, you see, because it's like The Walking Dead.